Oh, hey guys, how are you now? It's Monday morning here on Vlogging Life. I'm just holding the GoPro and man, I just got up. It's around 12, quarter afternoon. Gonna let the dog out and then make some breakfast. All right, let's do that right now. Let the dog out. I also really gotta pee. Holy do I gotta pee. I gotta be careful the way I hold this camera too, because of a really weird built-in feature for a method of shooting that I personally don't understand. And what that is if I'm not holding the camera perfectly flat, the video could come out like this. Like, this doesn't work out. What's she freaking out about? She's over here making meow sounds and... Are you freaking losing it because there's a bird on the lawn? Oh my god, you're such a kitty. You want to kill the bird. You're so good. You're a good girl. Yeah, I don't know why they put that in the camera. Why to be able to film on like, you know how when people don't know how to hold their phone and they make a video, they hold like straight upwards and they shoot a video and it comes out like it looks like you're looking through a closet door kinda. I don't know why they'd put that on a GoPro. I don't understand the benefit of it. But hey, whatevs. Is what it is. So today for breakfast I'm having steak, bacon, and eggs. That should be good. Just getting my pan preheated right now. Hey, it's a puppy dog. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. It's a puppy dog. Asking Oreo to calm down is not exactly an easy feat. Okay, what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to put some spice on that steak. Put on some steak spice on your steak. And then drive it in your face. Alright, we're good. We're good. I'll drive it in there for about good old 10 minutes. Don't screw up and do friggin' 15 like last time, because Jesus Murphy. That wasn't a good freaking bacon when I burnt the crap out of it the other day. So, I'm basically doing OMAD, one meal a day again. I don't like bringing a lunch to work. I usually spend my lunch break just walking, getting my steps in, trying to burn as much calories as possible. Yes, you could say I'm a bit addicted right now, but that's all right. It's all right. Because we are starting the day A-OK, people. 248.4. I like those numbers. Losing weight and feeling great. Man, I don't know. I've never thought that I'd be able to do this. Like, actually physically lose weight and get down in the 240s. It's cray. I think Kitty Cat wants more food, but she keeps puking it up. Mind you, I don't know if she puked today, but... who's a meow face? Who's a little meow face? Ooh. Breakfast is ready. Breakfast is ready. Steak, bacon, eggs, yum. And I made myself like just a double coffee. I'm gonna drive that on my face. So I'm gonna go eat my breakfast and then we'll talk later, okay? Okay. So today is my first day on the new shift. I talked about this in a previous vlog where things were changing, not in the videos, but where I'm gonna be working on a new team, which is gonna be different because before I had my coworker in North Bay with me and then we had the one guy out of town. Now this new shift, I'm the only guy in North Bay and I have two guys out of town. So what changes is basically now when I work nights, I work Saturday and Sunday. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to produce videos on those days. I'm just going to have to figure it out and go from there. So you might get some pretty short vlogs in the near future, guys. I do apologize, but it is what it is. I'm going to do my best to try and keep the videos going daily, but if something happens where something goes wrong and I can't because of time issues, I apologize. I apologize greatly. But breakfast was awesome today. I need to mix up some more juice for work, so I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. There we go. I made some breakfast cereal for around here. I'll throw that out. I use that there to clean off the top of the bottles because, like I can show you on this one here, every time you squirt juice out, there's always a vacuum pressure inside and it pushes the bubbles out the top and then it leaks onto the lid. So the next time you go to fill up the tank, It drips all over the place. It freaking sucks. So you gotta wipe it off before you use it. And then I made myself some apple Jolly Rancher for at work because this one here tastes delicious. So I think I'm gonna use this camera for today, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pack it up and bring it back. It's a good GoPro. Like, it'd be great if I did more off-road stuff and, you know, that kind of stuff. But for vlogging, I find the audio is a little bit too blah. And even at 2.7K, the video is kind of weak sauce. So I think what I might do is pack it back up, bring it back, and get my money back on this one. And then I'll put an order in for like the RX 100 or the... I'll have to do research on them both. I do like the way Kid Behind the Camera's videos look. They look really clean, really smooth, and really sharp. But like I said, I don't know if he's doing any post-editing. He also films in a lot nicer lit areas. But I remember my old Canon camera, even in dimly lit areas, it did a good job. It's just I don't know why the new Canon camera is such a potato. It doesn't make any sense. None at all. So right there's the G7X. It's $849, and that's the Mark II. That's the one that a lot of people are using nowadays. It does a pretty damn good job, so I've seen. And I think the one Kid Behind the Camera is using, I think he's using this one here, which is the RX 100 Mark IV. But I don't like that price tag, so it's probably going to be the Canon. We're probably going to go with the Canon. That's ridiculous. I don't need to record in 4K. I don't need to do any of that. If I did, there is a camcorder option, Sony camcorder, and they have a Panasonic as well. So it'd be like going back to my roots. So remember, guys, I filmed for a long time on Panasonic cameras. Yes, I did. You remember I started off with the Panasonic SD20, which was my first ever 1080p camera. And then I moved on to the, what was after that? Then I used the Canon camcorder for a while, which wasn't HD. And then I used a couple like flips and stuff. And then I moved on to the TM80, which I rocked that for as long as I possibly could. And then it broke, so I brought it into Best Buy for warranty work. They ended up just giving me the 500VC, this camera here. They ended up giving me this, but I ended up buying one of these off of Newegg at the time because they were on for like $209. So they gave me the VM. They gave me the VM, and I bought the V. So I ended up having two of the same camcorder at one point, which was great for multi-angled shots. But I didn't really do that very often. They have a 4K camera here over at Best Buy for $949 a camcorder. Flash memory camcorders. I don't know if I want to go back to camcorders. I really like the idea of filming with something small, and I think if I did go back to camcorders, I'd probably give the Panasonics a go, just because I know what they're like and they do a pretty damn good job. But they had a Panasonic 4K and I can't find it on their site now. I have no idea where it went. I'll never get another JVC. I had that one that I demoed there, and that thing was a piece. So I ended up sending that one back because no way in hell I'm keeping something that's garbage. I could have grabbed it though. Basically what they were doing was they were letting me use it, and if I liked it and wanted to keep it and keep on using it, I basically had to buy it, but they were giving me it at a discounted rate. But it was such a horrible camera. Like, you'd open the thing up to turn it on, and it would sit on the JVC window for like 10 seconds, then bring up the video and just sit there and dawdle for another 5, and then you could record. So you had to wait 15 seconds from the moment you turned it on, and that was from a sleep state. If you actually powered the camera completely off and turned it on, it was 30 seconds. That's not really good if you need to bust out a camera and get a shot right away. That's what I liked about the Sony. The Sony was quick. You know, you open it up, you're good to go. Panasonic, open it up, you're good to go. Even my old Panasonic, you open it up and you're good to go. But that JVC was just atrocious. So, yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Alrighty people, it's gonna be a rolling vlog today. I'm gonna use this GoPro all the way through for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to the Sony until we order the G7X. Maybe tomorrow I'll return this thing and then order the G7X. What's nice is if I order it from Best Buy, I can have it delivered at Best Buy, pick it up at Best Buy. But that way there, if something goes wrong and I don't like it, I can bring it back. But after looking at the reviews online, which I really don't like doing, because every time I do that, I look at the reviews online, people make it look so good. They say they're using the raw video footage, like this GoPro for instance. Then I actually get the GoPro and I edit it, and it doesn't look like their videos. Now mind you, they're probably editing on Final Cut, and Final Cut pre-processes videos, so you never actually get a raw video out of Final Cut. It'll pre-process and do some tune-ups on it behind the scenes that you don't even realize is happening. Whereas Sony Vegas, it's one of those pro programs where it'll import the raw format, and it's up to you to tune it. It's up to you to actually make it look good. It's all in your hands, right? So that's the big difference between like Sony Vegas, which is like Pro AM software, where you kind of sort of need to know what the hell you're doing, versus a program like Final Cut, where it takes care of a lot of the BS for you. We'll tune up the video, set the sharpness, set the brightness, all of that stuff before you even get a chance to edit. And I think that's why a lot of people think this GoPro looks so great, is because the automation built into the editing software. Anyway, get off to work. Right now you're in linear mode, so I'm probably going to change that over to ultra wide once we get in the truck. Lock up the door. I'm a little upset that this camera didn't quite meet my expectations, but it is what it is. Any mail in here? Yay, spam! Flyers for a store I'll never visit because it's on the other end of town. Alright, man, the spiders really like to make cobwebs in the box of my truck. There's like a cobweb, I don't know if you're going to see it, but it goes from that corner over there right over to here. It's like, what are you trying to catch? Bats? Alrighty, we're in super view. Holy crap, look at how much of the dash that captures. Alright, let's get the frig out of here. Let's go to work. Oh man, just another exciting day in paradise, boys. Let's see how well this shift plays out. But I do think that G7X would be the best choice. I'm really upset that the 730 didn't do a better job than what it could have, because like even the videos I look at online, maybe they just use a shitty aperture for it or something, I don't know, because I had real high hopes for that camera. Now keep in mind the G7X will not shoot 4K. It only does 1080p at 60. To be honest, I think that's more than enough for the videos I shoot. I don't need 4K. I don't even need 2K. I don't even know why I'm filming in 2K right now. I could easily put this camera in 1080p and take less stress off my computer. But whatever, it's already set, so we'll just use it in this mode. But yeah, I think tomorrow I might be bringing it back, because it's just, I don't know. I guess if I did like moto vlogging or something more athletic, it'd be better, but like the audio on the GoPro Hero 4 sounded better. The video on the GoPro Hero 4 looked the same as this. The only thing it was missing was stabilization, which this has. And this does have this feature called time warp or something like that, where it does a time lapse on the camera, unlike what GoPro used to do. Before, what it would do is it would just take pictures, and then you'd have to use the GoPro software to stitch it all together and make a time-lapse video. What this does is it does it all in the camera, which is kind of cool. But it's a feature I'd probably never really use, because I never really do full cinematic shots, because I don't know how. Like, I don't understand the concept of it. I'm not a videographer. I'm not that great at making creative content. Like, I could probably, if I had a project, I could probably research it and come up with ideas, but for video blogs, when you're just recording yourself and what's going on in the day, like how I do it, I just need basic shit. A lot of trucks on the road today. Transport up there hauling motorcycle doors, and this guy here in front of me is hauling sailboat fuel. Pretty good, pretty good. Well, it's gonna be nice being the only one in the office. I do have to admit that, you know. It's one thing about the guy that I work with, like I said, he is kind of negative at times. Sometimes he's fun to talk with, sometimes he's just like, I want to tell him to shut the hell up. And I do. Oh, I do. I tell him constantly, just shut up. Like, holy, you're talking too much, bud. Make your mouth do this. And I do the whole closing of the mouth thing with my hands. Today will be a good day. Today will be a grand day. And then tonight, it's workout time. I like doing the workouts at night. I sleep better. And then I wake up the next day feeling like I can take on the world. That, and if you work out before you go to bed, when you do go to bed, your body goes into full regeneration mode and resets your hormones and all that. And it's really good for the body. It's also good to work out when you first wake up too, especially before you eat anything, because it gets rid of any residual nonsense, starts your body afresh. But I like to work out just once a day. I don't think I want to do twice a day yet. Well, I think I might be doing a little bit too much cardio, but I'll figure that out. If I start feeling pains in my chest or something, then I'll tamer down on the cardio and just do weights for a while. That's like another common misconception. People think that muscle burns fat. It does, but it doesn't. Muscle burns calories, but if you have a lot of carbohydrates in your diet, you'll never reach your fat stores. So yeah, but that's why those great big muscular men have to eat like 6,000 calories a day just to maintain their body composure, because their body's consuming 6,000 calories a day just to maintain their physique. So it is true that muscle will burn fat, but it all depends on your diet. Once again, that's why I say diet is 75% of your weight loss or weight maintenance journey, and the other 25% is physical activity. Like theoretically, I could have done like Ali McWowie and just went on the diet and didn't lift a weight, didn't do any cardio, and I could have just calorie cut and I would have still lost weight, because like I said, 75% of it is the diet, 25% workout. I know people who've done keto who haven't worked out. They just do some walking here and there, but they don't lift weights, they don't do high intense cardio, and they've still lost a feasible amount of weight over time. So it all comes down to your own preference. I just like working out because it gives you that boost of endorphins and you feel freaking fantastic after that. After that's in your system, just feel like you can take on the world. It's a real interesting feeling. It's like a biological high, if you will, that your body produces because it's happy that it's getting what it wants. Anyway, I'm almost at work. I'll chime back in after work and we'll do a drive home. All right? Okie dokie. Peace. Alrighty guys, we are done the shift. It's time to go home. It wasn't raining this morning and it's raining now, eh? Welcome to October, where it rains until finally it snows. Ha! Well, working with that new team was interesting. Whatever. It's nice being the only one in the office though, because, you know, I can pace around and I don't upset anybody, and I can listen to my music. I use that Amazon Prime on my phone, eh? And what's nice is when you're on Wi-Fi, you can download your favorite albums right to your phone, kind of like you can do on Netflix. And then when you're somewhere where you don't have internet, you can play your offline content. So I got my Tragically Hip on my phone, plus some other albums that I like, and I just listen to them when I'm at the office by myself. I'll put some traj on and, you know, bang out some emails, or if I'm waiting for something to go down so I can start working on it, have some tunes going in the background, and there's nobody there to complain because they don't, you know, it's my music, so they just listen. But the guy who just came in to relieve me, I don't know who he's with, but he uses Spotify, and Spotify doesn't go against his data usage. He can just use Spotify. That's pretty freaking cool. I wish we had selective stuff like that with all phone companies. Like, hey, you're with Bell? Guess what? We're teaming up with Amazon Prime. You can watch Amazon, or you can play Amazon Prime Music over your data and it won't cost against it. That would be so nice. Such a good feature. I know it would never happen, but I'm just saying, I should ask him tomorrow who he's with, because that's pretty cool. I don't know, I think paying for data on a phone should be a flat rate and it should be all you can use. If they're worried about people abusing it, just make it slow. Fast enough to do something, but too slow to like
hook up to a computer and play video games off of. That guy's in a hurry. Well guys, I confirmed it. I asked Kid behind the camera what kind of camera he's using, and it is the RX 100 by Sony, the Mark IV. Only thing I don't like about the Mark IV is that $1,500 or $14, whatever the hell I looked at it. I think it was about $1,300. And the only thing it can do over the G7X is 4K video. But I thought about it, and it's like, editing in 4K takes forever. A lot of people out there are watching on their laptops. A lot of laptops don't have 4K displays unless you're on one of those MacBooks with the Iris or whatever the hell they call their monitors. You know, most laptops nowadays come with a 1080p display. Hell, there's still some coming out with 1366 by 768. So 1080p is more than enough for me. That Canon G7X Mark II has that nice aperture of 1.8 to 2.8, so it should be pretty good in low light, so we shouldn't have any Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs like we have with the 730HS. High sensitivity, my arse. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to order it up from Best Buy, have it delivered to Best Buy. The day it comes in at Best Buy, I'm going to bring this GoPro back, return this, because I don't need this for GoPro shots. I got the Hero 4. It's just as good. The audio's better. So I'll use the Hero 4. I'm going to keep this SD card and probably stove it in the Hero 4, because I think that camera uses a big SD card, like a full size. And if that's the case, I want to get something decent for it, like 64 gig or 128 gig, and use that in there and get something in the UHC category that can actually hold its own. So we'll return this, pick that one up, get an SD card, life will be good. We'll be vlogging this weekend on a Canon G7X, is that what it's called? Yeah, G7X Mark II. It's got a lot of features in it I probably won't use, but 1080p, 60 frames a second, good in low light, good enough for me. It's all I want, compact, you know. This thing here was supposed to do it. This GoPro's not doing it. Gonna send her back. I'll probably end up selling the 730 on Kijiji or Let Go or whatever. I won't get much for it because the 740's out. But I'd rather, and the G7X Mark III is coming out, but apparently the only thing they're doing there is they're putting the Digic 8 processor in it so that it can do 4K video. Once again, I don't give a shit about 4K. It's only freaking YouTube's. Anyway, people, I'm almost home, so I'll chime back in once I'm there, and we'll talk some more. All right, peace. All right, let's get the hell out of this truck. It's freaking raining out. Stupid rain. Didn't rain all. Oh man, stupid mailman left my junk folder. My junk folder open. Hey, all that spam they send me every day. Crying out loud. It's oh yeah, I gotta lock the truck. Oreo, here's your puppy Whoppy. Oreo, he's your freaking cute. All right, let's strap. Okay, hi. Are you happy to see me? Are you happy to see me? It's like he's jumping out at you guys, eh? You want a cookie? It's not a cookie. It's my fingers. Okay, I gotta hook you up. I gotta hook you up. Okay, you gotta go. It's raining out, eh? So, and 3, and 2, and 1, go. He's like, hurry, do it. Open the door. It's a kitten. It's a kitten. Oh, it's a meowing kitten. Super meows, Jimmy Snooker. I'd just like to point out that I destroyed myself today. Like, destroyed myself today. It was a good day. I don't know why the floors aren't counting. Oh, we got a sink here. It's not counting the amount of floors I did today. It only says 9. That's weird. The elevators at work were out. They were non-functional. So I basically had to use the stairs every time I went on break, when I went for lunch, when, like, every time I had to leave the building, I had to use the stairs, and it's about 100 stairs down and 100 stairs up. I discovered that it's easier to do 2 at a time than just 1, and then going up that way. Like, I just do 2 at a time and power my way up, and it's a hell of a lot easier. But my watch didn't really record it right, so I'm wondering what happened there, but who cares? Like, it's friggin' steps. By the time I got to the top, and this is what's funny, last March, actually, yeah, this past March, The elevators were out for they're working on. I had to take the stairs then. I would go up one floor, and there's 5 floors that you have to go up. I would go up one floor and have to rest because I was nearly ready to die. Like my heart was going nuts and I was like, holy crap, I can't right now. And then I would go up another set to another floor, have to take it easy. Then go up another step to another floor, have to take it. Like it was brutal. It's been a while since I've done stair day. I was up and down those stairs, no problem. I got to the top, my heart rate was in the $135, $140 zone, but I wasn't winded, you know? I probably could have went up another five floors if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. It's funny too, because I actually got an email today from Fitbit that says that, oh, here, I'll show you. It's funny. It's funny. I think it's funny because I know it's junk. But it's coming from the Fitbit action required. I don't know why I turned on the light. It's like immediate action required, Fitbit account deletion. And I'm like, what? And they're all like, Fitbit, your account deletion warning. Basically that my account's going to be deleted because I haven't logged into it in over a year. Like, how in the hell can I not log into my account in over a year when I've only owned this Fitbit since June? I've only owned the Fitbit since June. So how can it be almost a year since I've logged in? That, and the app on my phone logs in. Like if I go to fitbit.com and sign in with my username and password, it reflects everything on my phone because the watch syncs with the phone syncs with the World Wide Web. That's the circle of Fitbit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. Pull your finger out of your arse and figure it out, Fitbit. The account's fine. This isn't a real email. You guys are dumb. Anyway, Chutch messaged me while I was at work and he said, hey, you want to run a few when you get home? That's our slang for it. You want to play PUBG, Rings of Elysium, or now Titanfall when you get home. So I'm going to see if he's awake. The light is green, so he's awake. Unless Facebook never cached his status. So let me see what's going on. Send him a yo and we'll see if we're gonna go. Oh, guys, I was sitting here editing up all the footage from the vlog when it hit me how I should set up the living room downstairs. Also, I want to go downstairs because I want to make a pre-workout shake because I'm gonna hit it tonight. I'm gonna hit it hard. I'm gonna hit it damn hard. Let me tell you a little something about that. But here's what I was thinking. Okay, that TV, just gonna get it out of here. I'll find a home for it in the garage or something. It's probably going to end up out there anyway with something attached to it. See, he's squeaking this because I'm videotaping in here right now. What I was thinking was take this couch, put it on that wall. Take that TV and entertainment stand, put it right here, okay? Take that chair, put it over here, angle it towards the TV. That now opens up all of this space over here. Beauty plan, right? Oh my God, dog. Why? So then I could basically have my coffee table over here. I'll take that carpet, move it over here. Somehow, that I'll have to figure out. Or I should just get a really big carpet. I gotta watch out for that thing. If I got a carpet coming out and I just cut around that, and then go across, and I basically carpet this area here if I ever need to get into the crawl space, because that's what's under here, eh? Anybody who hasn't been with the channel for a... Where the hell did these come from? These are friggin' rubberized drip tips. These are for sampling e-juice at a vape shop. Don't know how those got down here. But I could always get a carpet, cut it around the vent. Now that stand would probably sit on top of the vent, but there is air holes underneath it, so it wouldn't be a big deal. Air could still exchange. It's not like it's covering it and sealing it off. But what I was thinking was move the bike and the Bowflex over here somewhere. Just get it out of the way. And that way there would open up my living room and give me more space. Because there's something I want to try with the VR, and that's using the VR on my new laptop, that Dell. Remember when I bought that VR, I mentioned that there's a video online of a guy using it on an Intel with integrated graphics, and it was able to work. If I can make that work on my Dell, see, my buddies really want to try VR. I don't really have a lot of room upstairs to have them in there and really give her on VR. So I was thinking that my buddy has a lot of room at his house and I got room down here. So I could have people over here and we could totally play on VR. What were you sniffing the air about? What? What are you doing? What do you want? I don't understand you. You're a freaking weirdo. What's he doing? What? What's going on? I'm telling you, man. See, I walk over here and the squeaky toy's over there. Normally he brings his squeaky toy over here and starts squeaking it. But he's like acting weird right now and I don't know why. I don't get it. Whatever, anyway. But that's what I was thinking was move the TV over to that corner, put the couch on that wall, have my chair set up there, and then there'll be no longer this obstacle in my way. Hey, look, can you guys tell Oreo's been sleeping on the freaking couch? Jesus. Freaking filthy paws. But that way there, I wouldn't have this thing in my way. And like I said, when I'm doing Bowflex and stuff, I'm not watching TV. I'm literally just playing music, some Tragically Hip on the old Amazon Prime for a good time. Then I could have this whole area over here to set up my little gym. Have my Bowflex, have my bike, and I could rip some card, I could rip some freaking, some flex. It would be a different layout. I was also thinking of maybe setting up my other Dell laptop, the older one down here. So if I decided to video edit downstairs so that this thing here doesn't get all stressed out, I could. I'd really like to get a coffee table like what Kid Behind a Camera has, where you can sit on the couch and then you can lift up the table and pull it into you. Have my laptop sitting on there and then edit down here. I don't really need that. I have that table there, which I can put a laptop on and edit if I really wanted to. But anyway, I came down here to make a post-workout or pre-workout shake. Drive that into me because I plan on beating the living snot out of this corpse tonight. Yes, I do. Alrighty, people, it's that time again. Let's go downstairs, beat the crap out of some rods, let's ride that bike like there's no tomorrow, burn some freaking calories, pitter patter. Let's get at her. Well, guys, the workout is complete. I slayed that one. Like, I don't know how well you can see my watch. We're almost 1,000 calories in at 3 in the morning. And apparently my heart rate's 110 still. That happens when you do high intense interval training. Your heart rate's gonna stay high for a long time, especially if you only do like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of HIIT. Your heart rate, like they say, 10 minutes of HIIT is equal to 2 hours on static cardio. So you can get a workout done in 10 minutes and it's beneficial for 2 hours. That's freaking sweet, right? Man, I always feel so damn good after a workout. Like I climbed to the tippity top of the mountain and I'm up there and I got my flag and I stuck it in and it's just like I did it, you know? Every time I do a workout, at the end, after my shower, I come up here and I put on my pajamas. Usually I put on the same shirt I wear, but whatever. And I always feel fantastic. Guys, it just happened. I decided, you know what? Everything I talked about today, the G7X Mark II has been ordered. It's coming. With this computer, I should be able to edit that because it's going to be 1080p. I should have no problems editing the footage, hopefully. If I do, we'll figure it out. Not a problem. This camera is going back to the store. So that's going to be 600 bucks back in my account and 800 bucks out of my account. However, I did get paid from YouTube, and that was about 2 months worth at $80 US, which I think is about 100 bucks Canadian. I could be wrong on that, but it sounds pretty close. So in other words, it's cost me an extra $100 for a camera that hopefully should make the quality of this channel look really freaking sexy. And that's what we want. I could use a DSLR, but the T5i, my buddy Chris, he's like big into photography, does wedding shit and all that. He explained me the difference between my 700D, because that's what that one apparently is, and his 7D. So the 7D is a full sensor DSLR. It's also a $2,000 body before you even include the lenses and stuff. His camera has a full-size sensor in it, so he gets way, way, way cleaner images. Mine has a half sensor in it. Still does a good job, but his does it better. That's why a lot of people don't like the T5Is and the T5s and all that, because they're like the entry-level budget, bottom of the basement DSLR, just starting off cameras, where the more expensive stuff is the stuff you see people doing the good photography with. Mind you, that T5i does pretty good photography, I do have to say. It's not like a point and shoot or anything. It's still a good camera. I don't know, I just, carrying that thing around, it's like walking around with a damn cinder block and trying to vlog with it. Great for doing an arm workout, let me tell you. If I ever just wanted to take the day off of working out and wanted to work out, pick that thing up and walk around with it and talk to you guys. Some bitch, she's got some weight to her. But tomorrow we're going to be going back to the old Sony. The old Sony, yep. But as for today, we're going to end it with this. So don't worry, won't be any more GoPro vlogs because this thing's going back. Once I'm done this video, get the video footage off of here. The SD card's coming out, the battery's going back in the bag. All the manuals and stuff are going back in the box where they came. As you can see, the box is in good condition, except for the tab on the bottom. And she is getting the frig out of here. Dropping her back off at Best Buy, getting my money back. And then, looks like this camera is going to be here on Thursday the 4th of October. So we'll have 2 days with the Sony, and then hopefully we'll have the new camera, and we'll learn that camera. I'm probably going to have to go on Amazon's and buy a couple batteries for it. Some people say the battery won't last all day, but I'll just do like I did with my old Canon 300HS. Back then I had 2 batteries for it. One that I left in the charger, and one that was in the camera. And all I did was, when the battery would go dry, take one of the chargers, slap it in, put the dead battery into the charger, and just kept doing that throughout the days. I went a year and a bit before I blew the sensor out of the camera, and I don't even think I blew the sensor out of the camera. I'm pretty sure it was the SD card that flopped on me, mainly because the SD card was coming apart at the seams. But also been thinking, when I bought the SD card for this GoPro, I don't know how well these things work, but it came with one of these adapters. I don't know if these adapters slow down the actual transfer rate of the SD card or if it just works as a pass-through and it doesn't matter. But I might be able to get away with using this and the micro SD card in the Canon and do a good video. We're going to try that out so I don't waste any more money on stuff that I don't need. If it doesn't work, no big deal. The DSLR has a 128 gig SD card. I'll borrow it until I go and buy a new one. We'll figure this out. We'll get things did. Life will be good. The vlogs will go on. Hey, you know what? Let's just be positive, people. Let's just have a good time. That's what we're here for, a good time. Let's just party and have fun. That's all we gotta do, have fun. We're gonna have a good camera to video with. Quality's gonna go up. Good times are coming. We're just gonna have a good time. And one of the future videos, I'm gonna save this one for the weekend to film it. Like I mentioned earlier, can a Vega 8 graphics card play VR? And will that laptop cause an acid trip on my headset? Guess we'll find out at a later date, won't we? Sure we will. Really didn't want to stand up. My legs are killing me, man. I watched the Joe Rogan podcast before I went and did my workout, right? And it's Joe Rogan's dark secret tips to how he does his workouts and gets motivated enough to give her. And what he does, and it's dark. He's like, you know, he thinks like, what if you're super tired or you're pounded down and you're out and you got nothing left to give, but you see your friend and he's about to be killed? That's what he thinks of when he works out, so that he just gets right pumped and just goes at it like he gets crazy in the gym and just, you know, rage in the cage. And I was thinking about that when I was doing my workout, you know, about things that happened in the past that I wasn't there to prevent, and I used that. I used that today for my training. And let me tell you, when you're doing rows and hit, and you're thinking about that, and you're flexing 50-pound rods, doesn't sound like much, but let me tell you, when you're doing 30 reps in 20 seconds of 50-pound rods for 10 sets, and you're thinking about that, man, can you ever friggin' pull. It just gets you right in there and just makes you go. When you're doing 10 sets of anywhere from 15 to 25 bench presses at 50 pounds per side, so 100 pounds total, and you're giving or thinking about that, you can really rip. When you're doing military presses, thinking about that too, you can really just punch the sky. When you're on the bike and you're ripping, you're just ripping some serious card, and you're thinking about that, and your mentality is there, and you're like, it's go time. You can really rip. His method works. Guy's a genius. Usually what I do is I just think about the end result, what I'm gonna get out of it. I might be the first friggin' Giroux ever to have a six-pack, because out of all my uncles, even my dad doesn't have a six-pack. Out of all of them, they all got beer guts. I might be the first. You never know. And that's what I want. The end result is, I don't want to be fat anymore. I've been fat all my damn life. From grade 6 all the way up till... I've been fat all my life. Even as a baby, I think I was a fat ass. You know, I was a big boy. I ate bad foods. I'm not blaming my parents. We didn't know better. We were doing the Canadian diet, the Health Canada diet, you know, the Food Administration diet. We didn't know better. But I know better now. So... it's time to change that. It's time to get after it. It's time to friggin' give her, boys. Pitter patter, let's get at her, eh? Friggin' rights. But anyway, people, I'm gonna end this vlog here. I know I'm just like right juiced. I'm like, let's do this, you know? I'm like, Oh, friggin' just wired for sound right now. I love how I feel after a workout. Like, honestly, guys, jump on a bike, beat the shit out of yourself for 15 minutes. See how you feel afterwards. You'll feel just amazing. It's awesome. Best feeling in the world. Way better than getting drunk. Way better than smoking a blunt. Way better than doing anything out there. The high is amazing. The endorphins that go through your body and just make you feel awesome is amazing. I don't need liquor. I don't need marijuana. I got my exercise bike and I got my Bowflex, and that's helping me. So there you have it. But on that note, people, like I said, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Clickety-clack that like button. Lets me know you liked it. And I like knowing that you liked that video. Any questions or comments, concerns, down below they go. You know where to put them, right in the comments section. So pitter patter, have at her, put some comments down there, because I am replying to them. Sometimes I'm a little late to reply, but I am replying to them. You guys are important to me. I want to know what you have to say, and I want to say stuff back, because that's how a community works, right? You guys talk to me, I talk to you. We get some stuff going. Everybody has their input. We all get the ball rolling. It's a good time. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. By all means, people, hit that sub button. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell. I got a video going up every freaking day of the week. Always something to keep you going. I'll do my best to try and make them entertaining, and you do your best to tell me if they suck. That's all I gotta say. And until next time, people, those famous lines, keep on vlogging.